not providing, he's not physically present.
The man is alive, living in this world, breathing in and out, has a kid somewhere, but doesn't show up for the kid. And
does not acknowledge.
There's a word that I hate. I don't know if it's hate, but the word baby mama, but which has become again a common name.
Same
in fact, guys when you talk about glamour, you see guys bragging about my baby mama,
my other baby mama.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's now another thing you add on to your 50 by 100. And they have so many baby
mama. Yeah.
But now the question is, is that one a single mother? Because that's a gray area. Because also some of the people are doing about in Nigeria are that type. The man shows up, he comes over, he brings all these things, pays fees, and goes away. Comes back the next 1 month, shows up again once in a while.
Yeah.
Because you see, if I am paying for a side chick a house, and then there are children involved and I'm paying for the children, you do realize that that's like a second wife without officially marrying.
I know we're talking about secret families.
Those are secret families, but secret families, is that a single mother? I think not. I don't know. There's a whole gray area there.
We have to digest this a little more, even when we come back from the break. Because you see, what you're seeing, what we're talking about here is, it's almost like a chicken egg kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it a bad man who creates a single mother,
or is it a single mother who creates a bad man?
And that's what we're going to talk about when we come back.
All right. Welcome to The Solutions Nuggets, a reflection on societal issues where men are involved in one way or another.
Hello, world. I welcome you to The Solutions Reflections. And today's reflection is on the bitter fruit of bitter roots. And this is a conversation in relation to gender-based violence that ends up being mated on children. And I want you to think about this very clearly. What do you think goes on in a child's mind when the child sees his father beating his mother or his mother biting his father? In everything that we do in front of children, before we know it, we have sown a seed. The Baganda have a saying, Kono we katuka kiriza kusaba nataka. Let me translate that to this. The child that you are going to carry on your back, don't wait for him to play in dirt and be soiled. But we never realize that everything that we do, children are soaking it up. And what I've realized is that hurt people hurt others. And any form of violence in the home, before you know it, propagates and bears bitter fruit in the future. And we do not want this. Gender-based violence has become something that is so prevalent across the globe. We might not be able to stop it today, but I believe that if we planted better seeds in the minds and hearts of our children, to know that there is a better way to handle conflict, not biting or fighting, but maybe by talking and listening and expressing ourselves. So when you think about many people who are either victims or perpetrators of violence against their partners, this is something that they picked up at home or they saw somewhere before. So I welcome you to a place where you and I, as parents, are very deliberate about what seeds we are planting in the minds of our children, because bitter roots, they are bitter fruits, and only time will tell. My name is Ngonzi, the Solution on Tap, and I do this compelled by love. For God.
This has been the Solutions Nuggets here on a Solid Jamaaz. All right, we're back from the break here with a DJ. You need to do that thing that you normally do in the bar.
The man,
the signature that identifies you as
I had
DJ bank robber.
Stealing the show. The man is kidding us.
The man is kidding us, man. Drop the bomb, man. You need to give us those clips and let's have some.
Yeah.
But even as we get into this one, from your place, you stand on that DJ booth and you see everyone. And as you play the music, you're responding. You're seeing how people are responding to your music, and then you select the next music, and you select the next music. And this calls for some form of sociology, where sociology is the study of people.
Yeah.
You know? So when you see these standing from your booth, what would you say men are running away from?
Or what are men looking for?
Yes, are they pursuing, are they fleeing?
Yeah.
Because back to the question we had as we're coming into the break, is it a bad situation that creates an absent man and therefore a single mother, or does a bad man create a single mother?
From my perspective, from that angle, I don't think men are fleeing. I don't think they're fleeing from anything. I think they you see,
because if you look at the lockdown, people needed to go somewhere. People needed to go out.
To who? Maybe you want to go and be with your boys, not necessarily other chicks.
Okay.
Yeah? But by the way, now that you mention it, there is a man one time. When the lockdown was at its intense point, that point where no one was moving, nothing. That's
June
the first, the one that they announced in the middle of the one they announced. Yes, the first week, the first lockdown. There's a certain man that I found, and he was dodging police, crossing through the roads, crossing the side, going through deep inside, coming back out. So I met him in the trading center because I had walked. I walked. So I found him. He would drive park, then tells man, say one on one. So I find out that he stays on the other side of town. He has an actual house there. Now I later. So if you like about a year later, I also find out that he was coming from his other family. Because he had a whole other family with I think now 2 kids, and he was coming from the other side of the. I've met this. I mean, how did I meet him? In a bar, and man buys me drinks. We sit, we talk. That's him, boss. Hey man, church. Like man, stuff. So I did not know. Then later I found out he was crossing from the other side of the. He was going to the other side. So it made me realize that sometimes you see you are in the band, the guy comes and says, man guy so konzanira iskajam kana kayimba kanobo kanzanira what this girl she's going to allow. Then the guy then you're like so compare time. The guy comes and says, man guy wange nyamba, like it's a matter of life and death. A guy is then before you realize it, the guy
is making a request for a particular song.
So that it is the girl's song, because he wants to go home with that girl. I don't know by home. I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And the man folds his fist and gives you
money.
Gives you what?
He pays for the jam.
Gives you a chinyanya, 20k or a gorilla. Slowly says, man,
that's my jam.
Guy, this girl, that is the way it's you understand. But you look at this man, you're like, but I know this man has
a family.
Yeah, he has it. But I think it's also the generally, it also comes down to we, even as men, we are very physical people. You know, we are very physical. It has nothing to do with what the woman has done at home sometimes. We are physical people. You see the girl in the bar.
So it depends with the place where you are as a man. If you go to a bar, so to speak, you're gonna see physical. I mean,
does it though? Sometimes we go to the bank and then they tell us that the problem.
No. You see, the setting of the bar is fun, right? Relaxation and so on. And the way a woman or even a man is dressed to go to the bank is not the same way that a man or a woman is dressed to go to the bar.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And like you've noticed the way he said that sometimes single motherhood becomes glamorized. One of the places where you can be able to hook up a guy who can, get you a house in Nigeria and a RAV4 is a bar, right?
Actually, now just to validate this your example, I have because of my social life, I also have friends, female friends, very many. She comes to the bar by herself. She tells you, man,
get me a guy who is loaded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of man, me, I want man. The guy, she doesn't want to know what the guy looks like. Tells you, man, as long as the guy has some dimes, man. You understand? I'm broke, I have to pay rent.
And of course, she will have to dress the part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then there's the man also was walked in.
Yeah.
And is minding his business. Or
and
maybe he also has come to, maybe that's his intention. Or he's minding his business, or he's chilling with his boys like, but man, that chick, she has been there for a while. First send her a drink.
Yeah.
Then send her another drink, then send her a drink. Then before you realize it, so what's up? What's going on? Then before you realize it, because who is going to pay your rent without, no quid pro quo. So you in that process, that's how you end up with this whole single mother arrangement. But when this happens again, a person is saying, you know what, but the guy is married. She's like, no problem, it is okay, even if you are. But though now there are even situations where when girls have some bit of structure or background at their home, what the girls do now, if you've been noticing these kucharas that you keep seeing that are endless, girl tells you, well, now I am pregnant, there is no way they are going to ask me, so what you're going to do, just come home.
Introduction.
Just come. Not introduction. Introduction is legal marriage. It says just come and kuchara. Look as if you're, to try and present a situation that you're serious.
Yeah.
That's why in Kampala here, you know how many guys kuchara every week?
For real?
Do you know how many guys kuchara every week? Like, I know people, even some of our boys, our personal boys, the boy tells you, man, the guy told me she was pregnant. The boy shows up, then after 6 months, he tells you, man, she was not even pregnant. Man, she's even annoying. And then you leave. Or if she's pregnant, he tells you, boss, she's pregnant, but man.
So why would she? I don't know.
Let me put it for you this way. The girl needs the man to pretend, that he's responsible, because that's what a kuchala is, to pretend that he's responsible, so that she does not lose
the credibility of
in the family.
They have not taken you. They've taken you officially.
So it's strange how in their modernity they are struggling with culture. I think that culture is clashing with liberalism, because it's liberalism that brings this situation, that a girl and a guy can get together, because then before this liberalism came, they say a nyumba ya wataba, a nyumba ya, it's a family affair.
Then they get you. That is why even in the actual culture then, even during negotiations, kuchala, the guy was never there. it was your family and your representatives that went to
The
negotiate.
elders are the ones that represent you. You
At the
sit
girl's
back.
family, you sit back.
Yeah.
You only wait for the girl on the day of introduction, which was actual marriage before the colonialists brought church marriages.
Yeah, but